Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sydney, and today we are going to be ranking my fictional men. Now you're like, what is that? Um, so as you know me, I am a huge fangirl at heart. So of course, over the course of years of my life of me being a fangirl, I have collected a collection of fictional men. As you can see here, there's a whole bunch. And today we are going to be ranking them, and they are teen drama men from like the 2000s. These are teen drama men from supernatural dramas. There's a lot of there's a lot of Disney actors in there. There's a lot of Nickelodeon actors and a lot of childhood actors that I've had since I was 5 years old. Like there's a whole bunch. So so right now I am about to read the tier ranking list. So I got my husband, meaning they're my husband. Like it's self-explanatory. It's hot AF, meaning they're hot as fuck. Like they're hot. They're hot. There's nothing I can say about it. They're too old for me, but they're still hot. Meaning they're way too old for me to date, but they're still attractive. So they're on that DILF material. Baby girl, they just give baby girl. They're soft. They're kind. They just give men written by women type of baby girl vibes. Cute and hot. They're cute, but they're also hot. They could be dating material, meaning I could think of them as dating material if they were a real person in real life. Not my type, meaning not my type at all, meaning I don't see the attraction, I'm not attracted to them, they're not my type. They wouldn't even cross my mind. Meaning for dating or anything else, they wouldn't even cross my mind. They wouldn't be the first person I go to. They wouldn't cross my mind for anything. Jail cell. If you like that person, go straight to jail. Why did I have a crush on you when I was young? I had some weird taste. Am I human? I don't know, but that's some weird taste I had when I was young. So yeah, so let's get started. The first person, Archie Andrews. Archie from Archie Comics from Riverdale, the show that got everybody in a chokehold. That was like weird but a good show. Like everybody loved Riverdale from season 1 to season 5, and then it took a downhill. Like I love Riverdale so much, it's just I stopped watching it once it got to like season 6 because it did not make sense. How did people die and then come back and then have superpowers when the whole show is not even about supernatural creatures? So I don't even know why would they even have it. I don't even know why would they put that in there. And not even in the comics either. So I didn't get it. But anyway, I'll put him in. They could be dating material because he could be dating material. The only thing I didn't like what they did with his character is he cheated on Veronica a lot. So he was a little iffy. Let's go with Caleb Rivers. Caleb Rivers. Pretty Little Liars, Hannah, high school boyfriend crush bad boy who everybody was a little wary in the beginning, but ended up loving him and had him for every emotional support. Every girl that needed emotional support, Caleb was there to emotional support them, and he was very useful. Cause he was a hacker, so he was able to hack into A. But I won't give any spoilers if you haven't watched Pretty Little Liars. But if you haven't, you should definitely check it out. It's a very cool show. I've been watching that show since I was literally 5 years old, and I'm still in love with it at 14. Like, I love that show so much. So you should definitely watch it. I would go with cute and hot. Because he's cute and hot. Cam Cameron. The sun might turn pretty. You know, in the beginning of Summer I Turned Pretty, I thought Cam Cameron was going to make it to the finals. That sounds so bad. Oh my god. But at one point, I really thought Belly and Cam Cameron were going to date for a long time. But at another point, I was like, but she's so she's so obsessed and infatuated with Conrad that she's never going to see herself with another dude besides Conrad because she had a crush on Conrad since she was literally born. So it's like, we all wish that she would go with Cam Cameron because he's a good choice to stay with Conrad and Jeremiah. It just, we all know that wasn't going to happen because of her obsession and infatuation with Conrad. But I love Cam Cameron. I think he has a good relationship with Sky. They do kiss in season 2. If you haven't watched it, please check out The Summer I Turned Pretty if you haven't watched it. I hope Cam Cameron and Sky do get together, but I don't know for sure because, she just got there, so I don't know if she's looking for a boyfriend yet because she just got there. But I think she wouldn't have asked Belly if he was a good kisser if she did not like him. So I go with hot AF, 100% hot AF. Let's go with Captain America. Captain America is amazing. The boy is literally played by the Chris Evans. Captain America is amazing. Is there really that much to say? No. Like, he's that person. So I put Captain America in hot AF. I need to stop doing that. Let's go with Chuck Bass. Now, I know what everybody's gonna say. I mean, guys, Sydney, why would you like Chuck Bass? He almost tried to rape Jenny. He was this and that. Yeah, I get it. But I don't judge him from season 1, episode 1. I don't judge characters from season 1, episode 1. Obviously, he was Chuck Bass in season 1, episode 1. But I don't judge him because, I personally think he had the biggest character development. If I had to really put character development out of him and Blair, I think he has the most. Because, Blair changed him for the better. Because, all the time, Chuck would used to say, oh, I'm Chuck Bass. I can do whatever I want. And have every girl fall in love with me. And then when Blair came into his life, it was like, Blair was like, you can't use I'm Chuck Bass for every one of your excuses just because you think it's right. Like, you need to learn to be human and know that no one's going to always fall for Chuck Bass. So I did like how she did change him for the better. So I would put him in good, could be dating material because he seemed like a good type to date. So he could be dating material. Let's go with Conrad, our brooding older brother from The Summer I Turned Pretty. Conrad. He is Conrad. Some of the action he does in the show really do piss me off. I would say when Belly and Jeremiah kiss at Brown, that scene really do piss me off. I was like, you literally begged your own brother to date Belly, and the second you get a chance, you want to be like, oh, you're only kissing Jeremiah because you want attention from me. I don't like you anymore, and all that stuff. I was like, Conrad, just tell her, please. And then he gets from Brown just to get a car and be salty. Like, I asked you to confess. No one asked you to go in the car and be mean to Belly or Jeremiah. No one asked for that. So I was like, that was uncalled for on his part. But I put hot AF. Our sunshine, our golden retriever, Jeremiah Fisher, the one I ship with Belly. I'm a huge jelly shipper. I'm like Taylor in The Summer I Turned Pretty. I'm a huge jelly shipper. I like jelly more than I like Bonrad. Don't come for me. He's our golden retriever puppy. Everything he does is amazing. I love his relationship with Belly. I love that. I feel like he I don't want to say he actually cares more about her than Conrad. I think he has a special relationship because those are like the babies of his. Those are the babies of the family. Like Conrad and Steven are like the older siblings, so they get each other. But like Jeremiah and Belly are like the babies, so like they get each other. And I like how he like treats her. He's a sweetheart to her. He treats her like a princess. He knows everything about her, from how he knows that she loved volleyball, and even though she made mistakes, she doesn't mean it, and how she wanted to give up volleyball, but in reality he knew that she would regret it, so she told her not to give up volleyball because she loves it. And then also he's also like, I will be there for every game. It's like, it's just cute. It's cute. And I do like in their, you could definitely say that they're, is it love talk? You could definitely say physical touch is them. Love language. Sorry. You could tell that physical touch is definitely Belly and Jeremiah love language, while like Conrad and Belly is more of a giving gifts. Like, he gave her an affinity necklace because he knew the affinity necklace meant something to her. But like Belly and Jeremiah are like physical touch and gift giving and word of affirmation. Like, they're like all of the above. So I have to put him in my husband. Let's go with the man of the hour. Every girl's celebrity crush back in the 2000s. Let's go with Damon Salvatore. Now I know. People are gonna say, why would you crush on Damon Salvatore? He's hot, first of all. So let's just clear that up. But I don't blame him season 1. Like, again, he was only a villain for season 1. And he was never a villain in season 2. And the reason why he was the way he is because he was in love with a Catherine. But that obviously changed. And also, he changed when he met Elena. As you could tell, Elena changed him for the better. You know, Elena made him feel again. Elena made him feel like he was important, and I think that was really important for him. So I do ship Delana more than I shipped Stelena, because I do like the character development he went to, and I do like that I do like that Elena was the one that changed him for the better. So I like that. Hey, stop doing that. My husband. Let's go with Dean Winchester. Do I need to say more? I don't need to say more. Like Dean Winchester. Come on. I love that man. Dean Winchester, my husband. And I put his brother right next to him, my husband. Now, I know this looks off, because you're like, why are there so many brother duos? I have a thing with brothers in fiction and TV shows. For some reason, I'm attracted to the TV shows with the brother love triangle, where the girl's in the middle and she's in the middle of a love triangle with two brothers. Like, I'm addicted to those type of teen dramas and those type of TV shows, especially when the show is supernatural and the girl's human and the supernatural brothers are fighting over her. Especially those, but I just have a thing with the brother trope. I have a thing with the brother duo and teen drama, and I have a thing with the brother trope and teen drama, and I have a thing with the brother love triangle. Like, literally, if my family was here, if there were anyone who's most likely to be caught up in a brother love triangle, it would be me, because of how much I love brother love triangles in TV shows. And honestly, it would not be bad. I would like to see how that would go. Did that seem interesting for that to happen? That seemed interesting, so it's not a bad thing. I think it would be interesting for me. let's go with Edward Cullen. Robert Pattinson. Like, come on. Who didn't have a crush on him or Taylor Lautner back in the 2000s? Like, come on. Like, we don't need to say anything else. Hot. No, my husband, actually. Let's go with Austin Moon. My husband, my celebrity crush. He was my third celebrity crush for Disney Channel. I think every guy and girl had a crush on Ross Lynch. If you didn't, you had issues, but besides the point, I think that's reasonable to put him in my husband. He was my first recognition that boys exist for me as a young girl. He was my first real feeling of having a crush on a boy. So yeah. Why not put Cody and Zach Martin into my husband? Like, they were my very first husbands because on the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, they were my first husband, and then it was Austin Moon. So of course I would have to put him in my husband, and both of them in there exactly because they were my first ever celebrity crushes. Let's put Edgar Fitz. I mean, I know he's a controversial character because, he did date his student in the show, but I'm not condoning that because that's disgusting. If you are a legally adult and you are dating a minor and you know the minor has no say in the matter and they're going to look at you, you are all type of wrong on your part. The fact that you are dating a minor and knowing that you are an adult and you have the upper hand and you should be saying no, but you're not saying no because you like her, it's 100% wrong. And especially dating a high school student. Now, the college and professor situation, I think is not that bad because once you're in college, you're about 18. So it's like, you're legally adult to date your professor in college. But as a high school student being like 16 to 15 and dating your teacher is wrong. So yeah, he's hot. But for me, I guess you could put him in the realistic route. You put him in too old for me, but they're still attractive because he is too old for me. But they're still attractive. But I'm putting him hot AF because he's hot. I mean, is there anything else I need to say about that? Harry Potter. Let's do him next. I mean, Harry Potter. He's attractive. I think I had my crush for Harry Potter started in the fourth movie. Like, that's when you really saw the glow up in Harry Potter and you saw the attractiveness coming. Like, I feel like every girl in this movie, Harry Potter, had a crush on him by the time the fourth movie came out. So I'll put him in cute and hot because I still see him as the baby in the first movie, but he's hot too. No? Beck, the heartthrob of Victorious, the heartthrob in Nickelodeon, actually. He will go in, could be dating material because of him having a psycho girlfriend like Jade, and for him to keep her under control so much, I give him respect. If it was me, I would have killed her because how crazy she would be. In a totally joking way. So I say could be dating material. He was a loyal boyfriend, and he didn't get why Jade was just so weird with Tori and everything. Like, no one got that. Like, no one even understood why she even hated Tori. She just hated Tori because she was afraid Beck would leave her for Tori because she knew that. I think at the end of the day, I think some of her thought that Beck liked Tori better than her. Overlying jealousy issue Jade had with Tori, but besides the point. Let's go with Lucas from One Tree Hill. He Chad Michael Murray. I mean, is there anything else to say? If you didn't have a crush on Chad Michael Murray when you were younger, then where were you your whole life? Because if you didn't have a crush on him, I don't know what to tell you, but you missed a whole lot in your childhood if you didn't have a crush on Chad Michael Murray when you were younger. So I have to put him in my husband. Let's go with Jughead Jones. I mean, he's played by Cole Sprouse. He's also hot. You know, he's hot. The brooding bad boy who comes from the wrong side of the tracks. His father is a Southside Serpent, but he only loves you because he only want to protect you. Like, perfect bad boy, wrong side of the street trope I need in my life. Perfect. Klaus Michelson. I mean, I have to put him in my husband. He is my husband. I have a big crush on him. I fangirl every time he comes on screen. Because my favorite family in the Vampire universe is the Salvatores and the Michelson. And I fangirl every time I see him because I love him. And I love his relationship with Caroline and Haley. And I totally ship him and Haley together and him and Caroline together. I thought, yeah, him and Cammy were together. Him and Cammy were cute together, but I felt like they only wanted him and Cammy to be together because they wanted a replacement for Caroline because they couldn't have Candace on the show of the originals. Because she was busy on the Vampire Diaries, so they would place her with Cammy because they needed another blonde person to play his love interest. When they simply could have done this. They could have had Cammy as a friend who knows Supernatural, but they could have had him date Haley. Because he already had feelings. He already had, in love feelings for Haley. He was just scared to admit to himself. So they just could have developed him and Haley relationship into a loving-dovey relationship. But I think it would have been cute if Hope would have had her mother and her father dating and being together. And I think that would have been a cute relationship for her to have her mother and her father dating and loving each other. Julia Plock, you missed. What is wrong with you? Elijah Michelson, my husband. The suit, the accent, the dapper. Oh, he's amazing. My husband. Enjo, my husband. I mean, even though we all wish that Bonnie and Damon would have been together, but I'm kind of glad that they didn't get together because I feel like Bonnie and Damon are such good friends. They hated each other in the beginning, but they fell in love with they hate each other in the beginning, but they love each other at the end because they're such good friends. I love that relationship. And Enjo is the only Enjo's probably Bonnie's only good love interest besides Jeremy, but Jeremy end up cheating on her with his ghost girlfriends, which is so messed up. You couldn't even cheat on Bonnie on a proper way. You had to cheat on her with your dead girlfriend that no longer is alive anymore. How low do you have to go? Even though I think it was a good love interest for Bonnie, I hated that they had to kill him so early. And as I said again, Mystic Falls and Julia Plock would never beat the Annihilation. If you know, you know. But I hated that they had to kill Enjo so early, because I feel like Enjo should have been her endgame. I feel like at the end of the series, it should have been Elena and Damon reunite. Stefan should have stayed alive and been Caroline and Stefan reunite. And then Bonnie and Enjo reunite, and it would have been all the girls got their happy ending and got their lovers that they wanted. And I think it would have been a cute ending. But no. Because Julia Plock just don't want anyone to be happy. So I put him in hot AF. Dean Forster. he's a character that a lot of people, I don't say hate, but a lot of people see a lot of red flags in him in Gilmore Girls. I'm only in season 2 of Gilmore Girls, so I haven't got to the quote-unquote red flags of him. I think he's a good first boyfriend for Rory, and I think they have a cute relationship. I do think that sometimes he blows things out of proportion, like when Rory didn't say I love you to him, he got all angry, got all defensive, was like, I love you, you don't say I love you to him, but I love you, but you don't even say I love you to me. And I was like, dude, saying I love you is a commitment. It's hard. And yeah, she loves you, but she's not ready to say that. And I wouldn't pressure her into that, because I feel like it's wrong to pressure someone into saying I love you. And I think he shouldn't have pressured her. I think he should understand her point of view and understand that she loves him, but she would say I love you when she's ready to say I love you. And I felt like it was wrong for him to pressure her like that. But I would say he's dating material. I think he was a good first boy for Rory, for her first boyfriend. He was an awesome first boyfriend. And I think I would love to have a first boyfriend like Dean. If I got a chance to have a first boyfriend, I would love to have a first boyfriend like Dean. I think he was a good first boyfriend. So they could be dating material. Let's go with Henry. Who didn't have a crush on Henry Hart when they were younger? Like, as I said again, the new generation had Jacob Elordi. I had Jace Norman. Like, is there anything more for me to say? I think that answered your question. That answered all your questions. Jeremy Gilbert. You know, Jeremy. I mean, Jeremy. I mean, he's cute. You know, for the longest time, I really didn't want to have a crush on him, but I was like, I mean, in the beginning of season 1, me and Jeremy is like the same age. Like, Elena's 16 in season 1. Jeremy's like 15 to 14, and I'm 14 now, so like, we're technically the same age when we were younger, so it was like, yeah. But I definitely think he had a huge glow up in season 4. Like, season 3, you always saw him as, oh, Elena's kid brother, but when he got the hunter curse, and he was turning into a hunter, and he was busting up, I definitely think he had a whole glow up. He looked hot in season 4. He had a whole glow up. So I'll go with hot. I'll go hot, yeah. And then he's that person. He was good looking. JJ from Outer Banks. I do good dating material, because from the spoilers I see in season 4, he seemed like a good boyfriend to Kira. And for him to not know what love is, and how he has that struggle saying I love you. Like, there's a scene where she said I love you, and he didn't say it back, and a lot of people like, oh, he doesn't love her, but in reality, Kira knows that he has a hard time saying I love you, so like, Kira doesn't pressure him into saying I love you, and Kira knows that when JJ ready to say I love you, he would say I love you. He just has that right time, because he's just not ready, and he doesn't know that yet. So I say could be dating material, because he's a good boyfriend. I haven't seen season 4 yet, but he seemed like a good boyfriend for season 4. He seemed like a good protective boyfriend. Jess. Everybody's favorite Rory's boyfriend. I mean, not sorry to Logan, but everybody's favorite boyfriend of Rory's is either Dean or Jess. Everybody hates Logan, including me. Logan's a terrible boyfriend, but besides him, I would go with hot, because I'll go with good dating material. My husband, actually, because he seemed like a good boyfriend of Rory, so I go with my husband. Josh Matthews, the younger brother of Corey Matthews. I mean, I had the biggest crush on him when he was on Disney Channel. I mean, I guess like he wasn't in the show like that, but I had the biggest crush on him in Disney Channel, and I think if they would have let the show, I think if they would have let Girl Meets World carry on for 4 seasons, we would have definitely see Josh and Maya get together by the 4th season. Because by the 4th season, she probably would have been already in college by now. So, a waste opportunity. But I'll put him in hot AF. Cause Luke is fire. Now, I had the biggest crush on him. Yeah, I had the biggest crush on him. He's amazing. I liked his chemistry with Maya. I think if they weren't trying to push him, I think if they weren't trying to push him and Riley so much, I think I would have loved him to be together with, I would have loved him to be together with Maya if they didn't try to push him and Riley so much. But I definitely like the idea of Josh and Maya together more than I like Riley and Lucas together, because Josh and Maya has that cute understanding, and I think Riley and Lucas have that cute understanding. I go with my husband. And I put Farkle in there because Farkle, he's such a sweetheart. I love Farkle. I never expressed this enough. I love Farkle so much. I love that, like, I remember Luke is asking Farkle a question, like, how would you able to choose between Riley and Maya? And he was like, I never choose between them. I love them both the same. I've always loved Riley and Maya so much that I would never choose between them because I love them both the same. And like when Maya was like, the good thing about Farkle is that I know he would never break my heart because he loves both of us so much. Like, and even when he was dating Smackle, he was like, Riley, Maya, I love you so much, but it's time for me to date Smackle. And I just love his relationship with them. Like, my husband, definitely. Joey from Friends. He's a playboy. If you ever watch Friends, which I don't know if you have, but if you ever watch Friends, actually, a question from me that I have for you. Let me know if you watch any of these shows that I mentioned. Any of these men from the tier list and from the different TV shows. Let me know in the comments if you ever watched the TV shows, and maybe we could discuss it together in the comments. So definitely let me know if you ever watched any of the TV shows I mentioned. Joey from Friends is a playboy. I mean, he's attractive, and that's how he gets himself in trouble. But he's attractive because he is a playboy. So I do agree. I guess I'll put him in. I need to stop doing that. I guess I'll put him in hot AF because he's attractive. Very much. Now Chandler. Chandler's also good. He's hot, but he has very emotional damage. Like his parents messed him up. His parents messed him up in his childhood. That's why he said, "Oh, when I'm nervous, I make sarcastic jokes or make dumb jokes." And I feel bad for him, 'cause I do think. I think I like that him and Monica got together. What is that? Oopsie. What is that language? I do like that him and Monica get together. I think Monica is the only person that really understands him for him and understand what he goes through. So I will put him in. I'll put him in my husband. Styles Zielinski. I mean Dylan O'Brien. If you didn't have a crush on Dylan O'Brien back in his Teen Wolf era, then you have issues. No. If you don't have a crush on Dylan O'Brien, you need to get your eye checked and you need to go to therapy and go to a mental institution if you don't have a crush on Dylan O'Brien. Because that man is fine. That man is fine. And if you have a crush on him, you have issues. And you need help if you don't have a crush on Dylan O'Brien. Thank you very much. Scott McCall, the same thing. If you never crush on Tyler Posse, you need help. If you never had a crush on him, you need to get your eye checked and you need to get evaluated if you never had a crush on Tyler. I don't know what you want me to do. Feel bad for you? I don't. You need to get those eye checked if you don't have a crush on him. Real bad. You need to stop doing that. Austin Butler. Now, the funny thing, I did not know that. Now, I remember watching the Elvis biopic with my mom, right? And I was like, he looks familiar. I was like, Austin Butler. I was like, I know who Austin Butler is because he looked familiar, and I know that he used to date Vanessa Hudgens from High School Musical. But I was like, he looked familiar for something else. I was like, I just don't know where I recognize him from. And then I watched Sharpay Fabulous Adventure, and I saw Peyton, and I was like, Peyton looked familiar. Why he looks so familiar? So I typed in the actor who played Peyton from Sharpay Fabulous Adventure. It was Austin Butler. I was like, oh, that's why Elvis from the Elvis biopic looks so familiar. Elvis, played by Austin Butler, who played Peyton from Sharpay Fabulous Adventure, which is one of my favorite Disney movies ever. Because I remember telling my mom, I was like, Mom, do you know the same guy who played Peyton from Sharpay Fabulous Adventure? It's the same guy who played Elvis from Elvis biopic. And Mom was like, what? Really? I was like, I know, right? I was as shocked as you. So that was a culture liberation. That was a pop culture shook. That was a pop culture moment right there. We were both shocked. That was a pop culture moment. I'll go with my husband. I think his name is Peter. That sounds so... Peter. We're gonna call him Peter. I can't. We're gonna call him Peter from Hunger Games. Now, I don't remember Hunger Games quite clearly because the last time I watched Hunger Games, I was about 5 to 6 years old, and I definitely need to do a rewatch of Hunger Games. But I remember being attracted to him. I used to think he was so attractive. I was like, who is that fine-looking man? And I had the biggest crush on him. So yeah, I just haven't watched Hunger Games in a very long time, so I really don't remember Hunger Games. I haven't watched Hunger Games since I was 5 to 6 years old, so I really don't remember that much of Hunger Games, but that's besides the point. Let's go with Spider-Man. But Tom Holland version. Now, the only two Spider-Mans that I really like, the only two versions of Spider-Man I really like is Tom Holland version and Andrew Garfield version. Because I think out of all Spider-Man, those two was the most attractive version. I put both of them in my husband. 100%. Steven, the man of the hour. I mean, Steven, I will have to put him hot AF with Conrad because I love Steven very, very, very much. As much as I love Steven, as much as I love Cameron, Conrad, and Jeremiah. I really do hope that Jenny Han let Steven stay together with Taylor. Because I was like, we worked so hard for this moment. I was like, he knew her middle name. If a man don't know your middle name or know your birthday, don't keep them. He knew her middle name and her birthday. And that's how you knew that Steven was a keeper. That's how you knew. You knew that he was a keeper the second you found that out. Like we need, like, we have a mutual understanding. Like, he loves Taylor. He even admit that when he even saw Taylor as Belly annoying friend, he was in love with her, just like how when Jeremiah saw Belly as Kid Belly, he was always in love with Belly. Like, even when Belly was young and she was just his friend, she was still in love with him. And I was like, so cute. I was like, Taylor and Steven relationship is kind of similar to Belly's and Jeremiah relationship. How, like, Steven and Jeremiah always saw Belly and Taylor as their friend and never saw them as anything more. But deep down in their heart, they realized they always loved Belly and Taylor, even when they were young children. They never wanted to admit to themselves because they were scared. Like, they have like the same type of relationship type of situation. So I need to stop doing it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if this thing keep popping up. It's me. I keep clicking the wrong side of my mouse. So I'm so sorry to keep saying this. Is every time I click my mouse, I click on the other side instead of the side I'm supposed to click on. I'm so sorry. I put Steven my husband. Now that I describe him, I put him in my husband. So yeah. Let's do my other husband now. I know. The one we all been waiting for. The one that you saw down here that you've been like, Sydney, when is she gonna get to? When is she gonna get to him? When is she gonna get to that man right there? Spencer Reid from Criminal Minds. I mean, do I need to say more? As I said again, if you did not have a crush on Spencer Reid or Matthew Gray Gubler, what would you do in your life, your childhood, or your, like, did your parents not raise you right? Like, I'm sorry to come for your parents, but if your parents did not raise you right, your parents didn't raise you with any taste. If you did not have a crush on this man. And I said again, Teen Wolf would not be Teen Wolf without Dylan O'Brien. Criminal Minds would not be Criminal Minds without Spencer Reid. And that's all I have to say. That could be controversial, that could be a hot take, but we all know I'm 100% right. Like, you can come for me in the comments, but I'm 100% right, and my answer outrule yours 100% right. Cause you could go to bed tonight and still be like, she's right 100%. Like, if no one's gonna say it, someone gotta say it, and that's gonna be me. My husband. Stefan Salvatore, my husband. He gotta go right up there, next to his brother. Oh, that sounds so bad. Oh yeah, I'm attracted to you and your brother. I'm in love with both you and your brother, and I can't choose one. That sounds so bad. But fictional characters, I mean, I'm in love with the actors. That's why they're my fictional crushes, my fictional men, because I'm in love with their actors, of course. But hopefully none of them ever come across this video or click on it and watch this, because I'll be low-key embarrassed. So, and what I mean by them, I mean the actors. I'm praying that none of the actors go on YouTube and see, oh, Ranking by Fictional Men by Sydney, and click on the video, because I'll be low-key embarrassed if they see this. I'll be low-key embarrassed. Nathan Scott. I mean, I gotta put him right next to his brother. He has as fine as his brother. He has to go on my husband. Oh, the man of the hour. Cameron Boyce. Luke Ross, my husband. I mean, I have the biggest crush on him since Jesse premiered. I mean, there's nothing else I can say by saying my husband. Like, I love Luke. Like, I love Lucas. Like, he's my whole husband. How to play with my husband? Cole Michelson, husband. Just like his brothers. Let's go with the guy from Zap. I mean, I had the biggest crush on him. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, why would you have a crush on him? He's not really that well known. I mean, the only thing you really know of him is from Zap. Zap, the Disney movie with Zendaya. Jason Kaleman. I mean, he was attractive. He played the bad boy in the movie, even though he really wasn't the bad boy. Which I never got. I was like, he played a bad boy in the movie, but was he low-key a bad boy, or he just dressed in black so people thought he was the brooding bad boy, because he really wasn't, but I don't blame. I still found him attractive. I did like him and Zendaya chemistry. I'll go with cute and hot. No, wait. Low-key dating material or cute and hot? I feel like low-key dating material. I think he taught. I feel like I personally felt like he taught Zoe Stevens a good lesson how you shouldn't make men do the things you want because you can't. I don't know. He said something like you can't control people the way you want just because you think you can, or something like that. If you saw the movie Zap, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you're confused. I can't explain it. Ooh, Mike Montgomery. The man at the hour from Pretty Little Liars. Why did it make me look? I seem so thirsty in this video. I got brother duos. I got younger brothers. Like, I seem so thirsty. But every fangirl who watched my videos and me fangirling can relate. The ones that are not fangirls and don't get what my personality is, they can never relate. But the girls that watch my video that are fangirls, they can relate to me being thirsty over these men because they relate to me. I have to play my husband. I mean, then I have to change Jeremy because Mike was my Jeremy before Jeremy. No. Yeah, I watched Pretty Liars first before I watched Vampire Diaries. So Mike was my Jeremy before Jeremy. So I have to put both of them in my husband. I have to say Jeremy rankings into my husband because he was my Jeremy before Jeremy. Minho, from Exo Kitty, the spin-off series from All the Boys I Loved Before. I love him. I love his sass. I love his British. Where I get that from? I love his Australian accent. I think he's very attractive. Now, I know a lot of people are really wary about Exo Kitty. I don't even know why this show is getting so much hate because I love Exo Kitty because I love all the boys I loved before. I love Laura Jean, I love Margot, I love Kitty. I love all the boys I loved before so much. So I knew the second they Like, I knew the second they said that they were going to make a spin-off series, Exo Kitty, I was going to fall in love with the series. And literally, first season, first episode, first scene, I saw Kitty, I fell in love with the TV series. Like, I love Exo Kitty so much. Because I love all the boys I loved before, so of course I was going to love Exo Kitty, because I love Kitty so much. So, I would definitely put him in my husband. I'm sorry. I'm thirsty, but I may be thirsty, but I am happily to be thirsty. People in the comments may call me thirsty, but I'm happy to admit in the comments that I am thirsty. Come for me or not, but at least I'm being honest. Max Thunderman? I mean, okay, to be honest, I wasn't a huge Nickelodeon girly, like Disney Channel. That's why I have more Disney Channel crushes than I have Nickelodeon crushes, because I was more of a Disney Channel kid than I was a Nickelodeon kid. Like, I watched a couple of Nickelodeon shows when I was a child, but my family and my childhood was filled with Nickelodeon. My childhood and my family was filled with Disney Channel. Like, I grew up with Disney Channel more than I go with Nickelodeon, so like that's why there's more Disney Channel crushes than Nickelodeon, because I grew up with Disney Channel. I really didn't grow in Nickelodeon like that. So I'll have to put him in cute and hot. Jack Dawson from Titanic, is young Leonardo DiCaprio, who didn't have a crush on him. Like, young Leonardo DiCaprio was fine. As I said again, I said it once and I said it again. I even said it on my previous video that if I had a choice, I would take 2024 Leonardo DiCaprio and put him in the 90s and grab 90s Leonardo DiCaprio and put him in 2024 so I get to look at him all day, because young Leonardo DiCaprio is so cute, so attractive. I literally have a whole purchase board called Young Leonardo DiCaprio, because that is how attractive and I'm obsessed with him, because I love him so much. Like, I love young Leonardo DiCaprio. He was so attractive. Now, don't get me wrong, he's attractive now because I do think the facial hair really helps. I remember watching The Wolf of Wall Street with my mom. My mom saying how older Leonardo DiCaprio is still attractive because he's older, he has a mustache, he's more mature, so he's like attractive still. And I was like, I do agree. I will agree on that older Leonardo DiCaprio is still attractive because he is older and he's mature. But looking at young Leonardo DiCaprio on like Titanic and Interviewed and pictures, the tug on my heartstrings. So if I had to choose who I prefer, young Leonardo DiCaprio or older, I would choose young Leonardo DiCaprio. But that's just in my opinion. So yeah, I will have to put him in my husband. What can I say? Corey Matthews. I grew up with the man. He was my husband, away from husband, away from husband, away from husband. He was my husband. Like, there's nothing I can say about it. Like, I love the man very dearly. So I had to put him in my husband. He was my husband away from husband. I like how there's 1,000 husbands, but they're all true. If you ever watch Shadowhunters, you will understand who these people are, but they're Alec Lightwood and Jace Lockwood. Oopsie, not Lockwood. Alec Lightwood and Jace Lightwood. Husband. Because out of every Shadowhunter, Jace Lightwood and Alec Lightwood were the most attractive shadow hunters in the world. So husband. I stole her. I stole her from all this fangirling. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Dylan, who played by Luke Perry in Beverly Hills 902.0. Husband, I mean, he was the it boy of the 90s. Like, husband, I had the biggest crush on him when I was younger. When I got older, and when I was younger and watching Beverly Hills 902.0 with my mother, I had the biggest crush on him. Jake from One Tree Hill. I love him. I mean, I do think he deserved better with the whole Jenny situation. I mean, I think they did his character dirty. Like, I was like, he's a better parent than Nikki ever will be, and you're taking his child away, so Nikki can abuse Jenny and leave her out in the cold with the car door open. I did like his relationship with Peyton, though. I think it was a cute family. Like, I feel like if Nikki wouldn't have involved, I feel like Jenny, Jake, and Peyton would have been a cute family to be together. Like, I think when there wasn't a love triangle between Brooke and Peyton with Lucas, I think it was a cute relationship with Peyton and Jake. I think it was a cute relationship. So I would either put him in dating material, cute and hot, or my husband. He could be dating material. I could see him as a good boyfriend. I could see him as a good boyfriend. Marcel from Originals. I mean, this may sound controversial, but did I ever find a man attractive? Yeah, at certain points. But most of the time, I feel like he was annoying because of the enrage he had with the Originals. I was like, they basically made you. So chill, relax. Like, I will kill them one day. I was like, but without them, you would be dead. You wouldn't even be here. This may be controversial, get me demonetized, but I was like, Marcel, if Klaus never saved you, you would still be a slave on the plantation. So you should be grateful for him. But the whole revenge thing just took him over. I was like, oh, why? So I was like, so I put him in. Would he even cross my mind for dating or cute and hot? I mean, I think him and Rebecca is a cute couple. Were there episodes and seasons where Marcel pissed me off? Yes. And Davina did too. There were episodes and seasons where I was like, Davina, be quiet, please. And there were episodes I was like, Marcel, why are you acting like you are a big boss when literally if Klaus wanted to, he could take your neck and rip it in half and eat it for dinner if he really wanted to. I was like, relax. Like, you're over here thinking you're a big man on campus. Like, relax. Just because they haven't killed you does not mean they won't. God was just waiting until I was just waiting for the moment until Elijah just reached in his artery and pulled it out. It was like, you want to be on big man on campus? Now you're big man on the floor. How you like that? I was just waiting for the moment. I mean, I don't want to put him so low. I feel bad because, yeah, Marcel was attractive, but he wasn't my husband. And he wasn't hot to me, and he's not old. And I mean, he has soft spots for Davina and Rebecca, but I feel like he's cute and hot. But I was like, he could have been dating material, but he was a good boyfriend for Rebecca, and I'm happy that they got married. But was he like, type of hot? No. Was he like, my husband, my husband, my husband? No. for dating, he wouldn't cross my mind. Like, he would be, like, the last choice I would pick for dating. And I feel bad for putting him here, but he would be the last choice I pick for dating because of his personality. So I have to put him here because he's, like, the last choice. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Marcel very, very much from the originals. I found Marcel attractive, but he's, like, the last person I would date. Or he's, like, the last person I would even think to date. So, yeah. Billy Thunderman. I mean, in the later season, he did get attractive. I did kind of had a little crush on him when he got older. Like in later season when he got older, I did have a big crush on Billy. I put him in cute and hot. Hold on. Anyway, Nate Gray, I think that's his name, from Camp Rock by Nick Jonas. My husband. I mean, he was my husband. And Nate Archibald, the it boy of his era. That everybody heart everybody's celebrity crush in the 2000s. Heartthrob up to 2000. Literally won a Teen Choice Award called Choice Male Hottie in the 2000s. Like literally, you know he was that man. When you win an award for your good looks, you know you're attractive. Like, and nothing I can say about it. Knew it from Maze Runner. I mean, I had a crush on this actor. I thought the actor was very attractive in Game of Thrones. If you haven't watched it, I suggest you watch it. He's a very valuable character. I watched Maze Runner before, but I haven't watched Maze Runner since I was like 7. And I want to rewatch it. I want to rewatch Maze Runner. I just don't want to pay for Maze Runner on Amazon. And there's complications that goes into that. And it's like, why does it have to be paid for? Amazon Prime, everything should be free. Except the new TV shows. Like, I could understand buying the movie Challenger because it was a new movie that just came out. Like, I could understand buying that or buying the Barbie movie. But for Maze Runner to be on Amazon for as long as it is, that should be free. Like, that should be Prime. Like, I don't get why not, like, there should be no ads either. Amazon Prime is a streaming service. It should be no ads. It should be Prime Video for everything except, like, new shows and new movies like the Barbie movie or Challenger where you have to pay for it. It makes sense. I put him hot, yeah. He go with Peter. Paxton Hall Lucida from Never Have I Ever. I mean, he was attractive. I think he was a good boyfriend. He was a good boyfriend. He was attractive. I'll put him in they could be dating material. I felt he was more attractive than he was the original Hot Pocket. He was attractive, and that's why he was a Hot Pocket. He was attractive more than the new generation of Hot Pocket that comes in and Never Have I Ever later seasons. When you watch it, you know what I'm talking about. Joe Jonas, I low-key forgot his character name in Camp Rock. Joe. Like, come on. He was the second most attractive Jonas brother in the show. I'm saying no hate to Kevin. Don't get me wrong, no hate to Kevin at all, but literally, when people use it as who was the hottest Jonas brother, it would be Joe or Nick. A lot of the girls just never chose Kevin as the hottest Jonas brother. Most of the people chose Joe or Nick. But no hate to Nick. Whatever. No Nick. And first, no Kevin slander in the comments. Thank you very much. No Kevin slander in the comments. And no hate to Kevin. It just, when girls used to choose between all the Jonas Brothers and people used to be, oh, who's the hottest Jonas brother? A lot of people would just choose Joe and Nick. But no Kevin slander in the comments. Thank you very much. His character was in Camp Rock, Shane Gray, my husband. I put him right next to his brother. Right next to him. Thomas, who also played by the one and only Dylan O'Brien. I swear, Dylan O'Brien is the only man I have in my life who literally can wear a gray shirt or a gray blue shirt and make it look attractive. And that's my statement, and I'll leave it like there. Thor, husband. He's played by... Who is Thor played by?
Thor?
He's played by Winnie the Hemsworth brother. In my opinion, he played by the one I think is most attractive out of both of them, Chris. I love Chris and Liam Hemsworth. I love both of them. I love Chris and Liam Hemsworth the same. I love both of them so much. I think both of them are attractive. But I'm more attracted to Chris than I am to Liam. But no Liam slander in the comments. Thank you very much. But I love both of the Hemsworth brother. I love Chris and Liam so much. But yeah. Oh, Sean. Sean from Boy Meets World. Husband. He's going right there next to his best friend, Corey. Husband. I had the biggest crush on Sean in Boy Meets World. Toby Cavanaugh. Now, he's husband. I actually had a crush on him. The biggest. Literally. The biggest. Literally, every time he came on screen, I would do my little fangirl little giggle, like the little I would do my little fangirl giggle every time I saw Toby Cavanaugh. I would used to be like, Spoby was my life. Spoby was my life. I loved him and Spencer so much. Him and Spencer were so cute together. I loved them together. Spoby was life. Spoby was my life. I literally, if I had the money, I would have bought a shirt called Spoby is Life. Like, I love Spencer and Toby so much. But of course in season 1, when everybody thought he was a murderer of Allison, I was like, he's not a murderer. He just misunderstood. His own sister literally took advantage of him. He had a whole sister who literally... I can't even get into that on YouTube. God would be demonetized for saying the words. But literally, he had a whole sister who faked being blind and took advantage of him. He just misunderstood. No one gets him like I do. Tony Stark from Iron Man. You know, he was a person that I didn't know what to put in the category. I could put him my husband because Robert Downey Jr. is very attractive for, I would say old. He's not that old. But I would say he's very attractive for an older man. But I could put hot AF. But I could put him, they're too old for me, but they're still hot. I mean, screw it. We're putting him hot AF. I have to. Tristan, who's also played by Chad Michael Murray. Now, I love Rory, but Rory fumbled. Like, literally. You had a whole man who was chasing after you, who wanted you, who didn't care who you are. And literally, you didn't even go for it. Like, literally, every single time, every time Tristan would have flirted with Rory, I was like, Rory, take it. Just date him. I get it. you think he's stuck up, but he really not, and he's a sweet dude. Just date him. Like, come on, like, what is there to lose? Just date the man. What is there to lose? I was like, Rory. I love Rory, don't get me wrong. I love Rory Gilmore so much. I love Rory from Gilmore Girls, but with Tristan, every time she used to not take something that he offered, I was like, Rory, just take it. Please. Just take the ticket. Just take it. Yeah. Anyway, I love Rory so much. So I have to put him my husband. But yeah, I love Rory Gilmore so much. Oh, Troy Bolton, America's first boyfriend. We know where he's going. We know where he's going. My husband. Tyler from the new Wednesday Adam movie with Jenna Ortega. Love her. I love Jenna Ortega so much. As much as I love Sabrina Carpenter. I mean, he's attractive. He's good looking. I want to say he's my husband or hot, but he's good looking. And he's not a bad looking dude. So I would put him in. I would have to put him either in not my type or they wouldn't even cross my mind. I wouldn't put him in jail cell because he's not jail cell because he's still attractive. So I can understand why people would be attracted to him. And I am attracted to him. And I think he's a better love interest to Wednesday than the other one. But I won't get into that. Because he is my type. He check all the boxes. He just wouldn't cross my mind as dating material. Like, he wouldn't cross my mind as a boyfriend. He seemed too... No, wait. I scratched that. No, wait. I scratched that. Scratch that whole statement. The second love interest to Wednesday, he wouldn't be considered as boyfriend material. He wouldn't consider as my love interest or boyfriend material because he seemed a little stuck up. Cause even when Eden had a crush on him and tried to talk to him, he didn't give her the time of day. The other love interest of Wednesday, who Eden have a crush on this series, on the TV series Wednesday, if you have watched it, you know who I'm talking about. If you haven't, I'm sorry, but if you have watched the TV show Wednesday with Jenna Ortega, you know the other love interest I'm talking about. He wouldn't cross my mind. Tyler, he seemed like a good boyfriend. I put him in good dating material. Tyler Lockwood, the most controversial Vampire Diary character of all time. I wouldn't put him in dating material. He's a cheater, and the things he do are very controversial. I mean, he's attractive. I'll put him in hot AF, but he's not dating material. Like, I'm sorry, but he's not dating material. Like, Tyler's not dating material. I put him hot AF because he's attractive, but I wouldn't put him in dating material at all. Vincent Griffin. I mean, he's another one. I mean, I love Vincent. I think he's a powerful witch. I think he adds a lot of chemistry to the show. I love Griffin. I love Vincent Griffin in the TV show as much as I love Marcel. It just, he wouldn't cross my mind for dating. He wouldn't cross my mind to date or be together with. Like, he wouldn't cross my mind. Will Byers. I mean, I love Will. I feel bad for Will. The trauma he went through in season 1, 2, and half of 3, I felt so bad for. Like, him and 11 are the most traumatic characters on the show. Like, literally. 11 been going to trauma since birth, and then Will been going through trauma since he was like 11 to 13 to 10 years old, and I feel bad for the man. Like, I feel bad for the boy. Like, and then he and then all his friends get girlfriend, and he want to still play Dungeons and Dragons, and all his friends doesn't get why he want to play Dungeons and Dragons, because he lost his childhood. He was trapped in the Upside Down half of his childhood, so he didn't get a chance to have a childhood. So it was like he want to stay a kid while everybody else want to grow up, and no one gets what he's going through, because he never had a childhood because he was stuck in the Upside Down. But I love Noah Schnapp so much. I am a Noah Schnapp girly. Well, yeah, I'm a Noah Schnapp girly. I love Noah Schnapp so much. Like, I love him so much. So I have to put him in my husband. Oh no, I clicked the wrong button. I clicked the wrong side with the mouse again. Now, these 4 characters are very confusing if you never watched House of the Dragons or Jon Snow. Well, if these characters are very confusing if you never watched House of the Dragons or Game of Thrones. So if you watch those TV series, you know who the characters I'm talking about. But if you haven't, you haven't. Jon Snow. He's an attractive character. My husband. Like, I'm no hot AF. I'm very attracted to him. He like Daenerys as my favorite character, and then like he's just attractive. Jace, I think he's attractive too. Now, would I put him in my husband? Yeah, I would put him in my husband, but I feel like he's like everything about him is so perfect. Like, I would put Jace in my husband. Like, he's my man, my man, my man. He's my man. Now, wait. I would put Jon Snow in my man too. Aegon. He's he's a free spirit. Now, things you do, very, very, very a little too much. Looks wise, he's attractive. Personality wise, he's a douchebag. Personality, he's a douchebag, but he's misunderstood because his mother doesn't give him enough love. Look wise, he's hot. Stay with his brother. Look wise, attractive. Personality wise, douchebag, but there's a reason why he's a douchebag with his personality. It's because his mother doesn't love him enough. And he needs that love and courage, and I feel like he's misunderstood a lot. And then no one, and final, fictional men, the last but not least, the werewolf dude from Wizards of Waverly Place. Wizards of Waverly Place. He is Wizard of Waverly Place. The werewolf dude of Wizard of Waverly Place. Who is he? Oh. Mason. Mason was attractive. I liked Mason because, he was attractive. Mason Greyback, that's who he is. Mason was attractive. I like his British accent he had in the show. And what's the funny thing is it's like a callback to childhood because I know him from Wizard of Waverly Place. And then for an episode, he shows up in Pretty Little Liars to play Ezra's little brother. And it's amazing. I'm like I remember watching Pretty Little Liars and seeing him in Pretty Little Liars play Ezra's little brother, and I'm like, oh my god, childhood. I remember him from Wizard of Waverly Place. Like it's amazing. Like, he's definitely not my. Oh my god, I didn't realize I put half of the actors in my husband. He's definitely not my husband, but I would say he's attractive. And that's it. Those are all my rankings. I got none, and they're too old for me, but they're so high. I got none in Baby Girl, not my type or jail cell. I got none in 4 of them, but that is I don't care. That's not the point. I think I did pretty good. Like, this is the final review. Here's my rankings. Here's are my tiers. Here's are all my fictional men. Rank it in my tier list. So yeah. So yeah. Make sure to comment down below if you have. Make sure to comment down below if you have watched any of the TV shows I mentioned in the video. I mentioned a lot of TV shows, so make sure to comment down below if you mentioned any. Sorry. Make sure to comment down below if you have watched any of these TV shows I have mentioned in this video. Also, also comment down below who your fictional crush is. Also, comment one more thing. Comment down below if we have the same fictional crushes, because I would like to know if we do. So make sure to comment. Make sure to comment. Sorry. Make sure to comment below your fictional crushes, and make sure to comment down below if we have the same fictional crushes. Also, let me know if I should do this with another thing. Let me know what else I should rank. Like my favorite TV show, my favorite food, my favorite actor, my favorite actress, my favorite teen drama, my favorite supernatural creature. Like, comment down below what else I should rank. And make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you are notified every time I post a video. And I will see you girly pops and you fangirls later. Bye.